everybody, welcome back to the arcade. Today we have one of my all-time favorite arcade games ever made. This is Assault, manufactured by Atari and designed by Namco, and it is a really unique game. It never came out on home consoles in the early days. It did eventually come out on like the Wii and on some of those museum packs made by Namco. Anyway, you'll notice it looks a little different than your standard arcade machine. It's thinner. It's kind of like Toobin, which is also made by Atari, which is another great game. Anyway, Assault, you play a tank. It's got these awesome joysticks here. It's got kind of a Mode 7 effect when you play it, which an amazing sound. So, you know, if you're familiar with the Super Nintendo when that first came out, Assault does that, and it does it really well. And I remember playing this game at Pistol Pete's here in Las Vegas, and I remember I was really small at the time. Well, at least I felt small, and I was watching a family friend play it, and I remember thinking, that game looks hard, but it looks awesome at the same time. And I finally got the courage to play it. I remember putting my quarter in and just being so amazed with the dual joysticks on this. It's a really cool game. Just the way you move the tank. It's almost like a bullet hell. And I called this Assault, but this is actually running Assault Plus. So they made Assault, which is a great game. I still have the ROMs for that. But I guess over time it was considered maybe a little easy. So Namco redid it and they made Assault Plus. And Assault Plus adds another level of difficulty, which is way harder. I've been struggling to get through that myself. But this game, I guess, how do you explain it? It's a top-down tank game, almost like a Atari Warriors or something like that, but it's got way more visual fidelity. It's almost like bullet hell at some points when you play the more difficult level. I can't really explain it, but this is definitely one of my favorite games of all time. I think this is maybe the third arcade I ever bought. I won it at Captain's Auction, and I had no idea what I was doing at the time. So, I probably overpaid for this, but it's a weird thing in arcades. Like, I don't see these pop up that much. They pop up, 2 or 3 times a year. But I think this is one of the greatest arcade games ever made. Like, just my opinion. But they sell for, I don't know, $600 to $1,200, and I think, just gameplay wise, it's worth way more than that. Now that's just my opinion, but you could get an Assault fairly cheap, I think, if you keep your eyes open. The biggest problem with Assault is that a lot of people replace these old joysticks with crane, like the crane joysticks where you move the crane and then you push the button to go down, and this one came with that, and so I had to replace those, and luckily there was a guy who was making replacements on these on Etsy, and I bought them from him, and I got them, installed them, and they're great. Now that same guy, I didn't know any of this when I bought this, but he was RAM Controls on the Killer List of Video Games forums, the KLOV forums, and he ripped off a lot of arcade people. I wouldn't have bought these if I had known it. I actually have an original pair that I got off Facebook up there just in case something happens to these. And I've just been lazy to replace them. So I did not support RAM Controls when I bought this. I didn't know anything about that. I was a total noob in the hobby. This one was kind of my first restoration too, and I did an okay job. New artwork, and I did a new control panel overlay, and that's about it. This is original, Marquis original. The artwork here back is original, and man, it's just a really unique and awesome game. So if you get a chance to play it, you should, and let's check out some gameplay. Alright, let's check out some gameplay on Assault, running Assault Plus ROMs. Now I consider myself pretty good at this game, but if you go on YouTube, like any other game, there's some real badasses at Assault. So I'm going to play Assault Plus, but if it's your first time playing, don't play Assault Plus because you'll get your ass kicked. Just play the regular mode. Anyway, let's check it out. Pull the joysticks apart, you can launch this cool bomb like this, and you can strafe side to side by pushing both joysticks. Just really cool. Alright, let's go. You want to spam that boss. See, if you hit these jump pads, you spam that boss, and if you get them with the jump pad, you'll get another set of jump pad uses. Use that jump pad, man, so you can clear out all these guys, because you're going to get hit with all sorts of random stuff here. Oh, I'll watch the time here. And this is some of the best music in arcade games, in my opinion. Gotta go quick because the time limit is gonna get you anyway, so kind of wasting time. Well, I ran out of time, so you can see I could continue there, but you know, I don't play like that. 1/4 games of Assault. Alright, let's check out the Assault cabinet here. So like I said, it's a slim line, but it's got a fat base to prevent it from tipping. So it still causes issues when you're rearranging your arcade. And this one came with a credit button, or a start button. I never took it out because it's actually really convenient. And then you've got your Atari cone button over here to hit start. And these are the unique joysticks, which are awesome. Just one button, but you know, they go 4 different directions, and then you can see the controls here. You probably saw that while I was playing the game. There's the inside standard stuff. This one has 180,000 plays on it, man. This thing's been around for a long time. But that's a lot of games because it's awesome. Then there's the PCB back there as well. Other than that, pretty simple cabinet. The side art is cool. I actually screwed this up when I put it on. You can't tell if you're just looking at it. The good thing is I screwed it up the same on both sides, so had to replace this. And need new T-molding, but you can see this is this comes out a little too far. And this part was broken off, so all I did, the broken piece was there, so I just bondoed the broken wood piece back on there, and it fit great. So there you have it. Alright, so there you have it. This is Assault by Namco, manufactured by Atari. It's confusing because you got the Atari logo up here, but it is definitely a Namco game. You can play this on consoles if you get one of the collections. I remember I got this on the Wii, and then I bought the Wii Pro controller just to play Assault. And literally, if I could, you know, if my Wii still turned on, you would see that Assault is one of the only games on there. So I love this game. I've played the crap out of it. It was one of the, you know, the first game I ever got was Narc, but I did try and buy Assault first, and that was before I was into arcade collecting. And I went through all the motions in my head, like, what will I tell my wife? How will I rearrange the furniture inside my house in order to put Assault there? And there was one in Las Vegas. I think the guy wanted $1,500 for it, and I didn't know at the time what these games were worth. I just knew I wanted Assault. And finally I told the guy, we'll buy it. And then he said, no, I'm not going to sell it anymore. He wanted to keep it. And in hindsight, that was a good idea because I wasn't ready to own arcades. And you know, I've since moved into the garage, which is a better fit. You know, this is a slim line, so you could put it in your house, but you know, putting arcades in the house is difficult for me. But bottom line is, this is a fantastic game. It's unique. The cabinet's unique. The controls are unique. The music's awesome. The graphics are awesome, and they're still awesome. This game still holds up. This should have come out on the Super Nintendo and used Mode 7. This would have been an amazing Super Nintendo game. And if it had come out on Super Nintendo, I'll bet people would consider this an all-time classic. And you know, I think it was popular in arcades because this machine had over 100,000 plays on it. But yeah, I don't know. You don't see them pop up that much. It's not talked about that much on YouTube. I know there's some restoration videos out there. When I got this, there was no information about Assault other than MAME and things like that. And you can play this pretty decently on MAME if you change the joysticks to act like these, and it works pretty good. But it's still not the same. And man, this is just one of my favorite games. I know you know, every game on this channel I talk about how much I like, but this is one of the last games I would ever sell. I play it all the time. I'm always trying to get better at it. And if you ever get a chance to play it, you should. I haven't really seen too many barcades with it. But yeah, what a game. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about Assault, if you like Assault, let me know. Play it on MAME. Buy one of those discs if you still have classic consoles, and give it a shot, man. It is a blast. So we'll see you on the next one.